Hi, I'm Ilvi. It honestly means the world to me that you're here to listen to my album, The Tides of My Heart. These songs, they're like tiny, fragile pages from my own diary. They're stories of my journey. Please, just lean back, breathe, and let the music wash over you. As the title says, this is about the tides of my life, the highs, the crashing lows. Today, I finally understand. I need a foundation of love that no flood can tear down. Wouldn't the world be so much brighter if every child could grow up with a foundation that's strong? I look within and see the light, a golden spark that burns so bright. Before the wind began to blow, I had a place where I could grow, hands to hold while I took flight, safety in the middle of the night, learning how to glide on frozen white. Everything felt so vivid and right. It wasn't just a passing day, it was the bricks along the way, building up a wall so strong, teaching me where I belong, to feel the earth beneath my feet, to make my spirit feel complete. That early warmth, that steady beat, is why I never taste defeat. This is the foundation of love, the sky below, the stars above, a fortress built when I was small, to catch me if I ever fall. It's the compass that guides my soul, the love that makes a broken heart whole. Foundations of love, standing tall. Every child deserves a crown, a place where they are never let down, a promise kept, a duty sworn from the very moment they are born, to give them wings to reach the sea, while keeping them in sanctuary. That's the greatest legacy, the blueprint of who they're meant to be. This is the foundation of love, the sky below, the stars above, a fortress built when I was small, to catch me if I ever fall. It's the compass that guides my soul, the love that makes a broken heart whole. Foundations of love, standing tall. The freedom to run, the courage to stay, the strength that I carry every single day. Parents, remember the seeds that you sow, they are the map for everywhere they'll go. Keep the child in the center of the light, make their beginning shining and bright. I am the house that love built, strong and free, without any guilt. Foundations of love, foundations of love. of the deepest heartbreaks I've ever carried was when my dad left us. He just walked out without a word. I never heard from him again. It wasn't just a storm, it felt like a tsunami wiping everything away. I was only 6 when the silence moved in. Packed your bags for a life where I couldn't have been. You didn't say goodbye, you just walked out the door, chasing a stranger, wanting something more. I sat on the stairs and I stared at my feet, thinking, what did I break? Why am I incomplete? That day the door clicked, I lost 2 of you there. Mom couldn't breathe in the heavy despair. She drowned all her demons in bottles of wine. So I moved to grandma's, leaving childhood behind. I became an adult before I was a teen, navigating the wreckage of a smashed family scene. Oh, the pain runs deep, it's a river so cold. Stories of a father that were never told. You left a hole where a mountain should stand, forcing a girl to be her own man. God, it was hard facing life on my own, but I'm breaking the chains of the seeds you have sown. First day of school, the crowd was so loud. I looked for a face that would make me feel proud. No hand on my shoulder, no camera flash, just me and the longing buried under the ash. I learned to be tough, I built walls made of stone, fighting my battles completely alone. But where were you then when the darkness fell down? Mom in the clinic, a year out of town. I was 16, defenseless, just trying to survive, when her boyfriend looked at me with that look in his eyes. He saw me as game, he didn't see a child. I was praying a house that was wicked and wild. I needed a father to stand at the gate, to warn them away before it was too late. Where were you to scare them, to show them the door, to tell me I'm worthy of so much more? So much more. I got my license, I drove far away. You missed the jokes you were supposed to say. You never sat on the porch with a gun on your knee to warn off the boys who came looking for me. So many moments dissolved into air, the weight of the memories you didn't share. The pain runs deep, it's a river so cold. Stories of a father that were never told. You left a hole where a mountain should stand, forcing a girl to be her own man. God, it was hard facing life on my own, but I'm breaking the chains of the seeds you have sown. I'm tired of carrying this heavy stone. I made it this far, I made it alone. So hear me now, wherever you do, for my own peace, I forgive you. I forgive you. But then there's my mom. She is truly one of the most important people on this earth for me. She's so incredibly kind. She deserves the world. And this next song, this is for her. the door. Those first 6 years were golden bright, a perfect home, warm and light. But then he left, the silence came and crushed the spirit of your name. You didn't choose to drown, I know the truth. The sorrow stole the color from your youth. You drifted out to sea so far away, too far for my little hand to make you stay. The waves were pulling you under, Mom. I couldn't reach your lonely hand. The tide then took you far from me, lost between the water and the sand. Just listen to the ocean's roar and hear my promise evermore. My love, your forever shore. I am the haven you can always sail for. 10 years went by, the storm got loud. At 16 I saw you through the cloud. The night the lights faded from your eyes, between the white walls and the greyest skies. But this time on my arm was strong. I held you tight right where you belong. We fought the current, we fought the deep, and woke you from that heavy sleep. The waves were pulling you under, Mom. I couldn't reach your lonely hand. The tide then took you far from me, lost between the water and the sand. Just listen to the ocean's roar and hear my promise evermore. My love, your forever shore. I am the haven you can always sail for. I know how it feels to lose the light, to feel the crashing of the night. No blame, no guilt, just you and I. We left the darkness, we survived. And now the water is calm and clear, and I am still standing right here. You gave your best, I know you tried. Now I'm the anchor by your side. I love your forever shore. The waves can't take you anymore. I'll hold you safe upon the sand. I'll never let go of your hand. So listen close to the ocean's roar and hear my promise forevermore. My love, your forever shore. I am the haven you can always sail for. You can always sail for my love, your forever shore.
We were just 17 when my best friend and I realized there was something more. Coming out turned our world upside down, and it wasn't easy, but we stayed strong. To anyone listening, don't hide behind the normal. Let your wings grow.
We were running through the streets, just a circle of friends, where the summer never breaks and the laughter never ends. Everything was static, like a picture on the wall. We were young, we were certain, we were standing tall. but a flicker in the distance started changing the light, and the patterns of the day turned to questions in the night. Then you held my hand, and the rhythm shifted gears, a bond so deep it washed away the safety of the years. I saw a different version of the girl I thought I knew. Is it normal to be burning with a flame that's bright and blue? It wasn't just a friendship, it was gravity and grace, finding home and finding heaven in the features of your face. Reflections on still water, they used to be so plain, but now the current's rising, and I'll never be the same. The surface starts to ripple, the image breaks apart. I'm dancing with the rhythm of the tides within my heart. It's scary to be open, it's a long way to the shore, but I'm not hiding in the shadows of the normal anymore. The world might have its whispers, and the tides might pull us down, but honesty is the only way to keep from being drowned. We told them all our secrets, let the truth out in the air. Some doors were slammed behind us, but we didn't even care. 'Cause breathing feels like flying, and you finally found your mate, and the love we hold between us is a wild, holy flame. Why should we be quiet? Why should we be small? The fear of being broken is the greatest lie of all. I'm trading in my anchors for a spirit that can fly. Look me in the mirror, look me in the eye. The water isn't still, and that's the beauty of the soul. It's the motion, it's the magic, it's the way we're finally reflections on still water, they used to be so plain, but now the current's rising, and I'll never be the same.
18, finished school, got my license, and I was so deeply in love. We rented an old camper van and headed for Italy. 4 weeks of pure, unfiltered spirit.
Fanny 18, with the world in my view, a borrowed van, and a heart that is new. Got my license in my pocket, the road is my friend, a journey of love that I don't wanna end. The wind is singing through the open door. I've never felt this kind of magic before. With you by my side, we're ready to soar. Oh, we're rolling down to Italy, where the sky meets the sea. Finally 18, finally wild, finally free. With the tides of my heart, I'm giving it all to you. Underneath the velvet gold and the Mediterranean blue, rolling down to Italy, our life is starting new. A flat tire in the Alps, just a bump in the way. We laughed in the mountains, what a beautiful day. Then a secret white beach where the Tuscany glows. Skinny dipping at dawn where the wild water flows. Just the salt on our skin and the light in your eyes. This is the freedom, this is our prize. Oh, we're rolling down to Italy, where the sky meets the sea. Finally 18, finally wild, finally free. With the tides in my heart, I'm giving it all to you. Underneath the velvet gold and the Mediterranean blue, rolling down to Italy, our life is starting new. Ride in the dark, found a spot for the night, sleeping so close till the morning was bright. Then we saw the whole camp with 100 naked smiles. The mood is surprise, the best of our miles. In Calabria, the fire's burning bright on my sand, strumming my guitar, holding your hand. 4 weeks of summer, 4 weeks of soul. You're the one who makes my broken heart whole. Oh, we're rolling down to Italy, where the sky meets the sea. Finally 18, finally wild, finally free. With the tides in my heart, I'm giving it all to you.
later, Suzanne and I realized our paths were diverging. We decided to walk the Camino de Santiago all the way to Finisterre and Luxia. It was our way of writing that final chapter before closing the book. It was such a milestone, so painful, yet so beautiful. And yes, I still love her.
From Saint-Jean-Pied to Port, the climb began. The Pyrenees against the sky. We walked the rhythm of a dying plan to find the truth behind the why. My muscles ache, my lungs are fire. The first ascent, the mountain air, losing the weight of old desire. With every breath, a silent prayer. I'm walking the soul bare, stripping the layers, the skin and the pride. I'm walking the soul tide. Every mile to Santiago is a mile to the end. The closer I get, the less I pretend. Not just walking on feet, not just dust in my hair. I'm walking the soul bare. The meseta burns a sea of gold. The heat is heavy, the shadows thin. 8 weeks of stories yet untold. The battle shifting deep within. No trees for shade, no place to hide. Just endless road and mental space. I'm drifting on a lonely tide, searching for descends, a cruise to fair. We lay the stone, invited stays till the journey ends. I'm connected, but I'm here alone. Hand in hand through the ancient trees, the spirit awaits as the path unfolds. I'm finding peace in a morning breeze, breaking the grip of the stories we to not fight anymore. One stone, one oath, the end of us, the birth of me. The world ends here at the ocean's gate. The tides of my heart have found their way to walk in the soul. Walking
Do you know that feeling? The constant tides, the rising and falling. How it feels to gasp for air when the water is up to your chin, or trying to swim when there's barely a trickle left. Maybe you'll find yourself in these lyrics.
Left alone with a shattered heart, I sent a prayer up to the blue, but darling, the sky gave no clue.
Every whisper turns to stone, my high hopes are overthrown. I'm stuck between the empty shore and the wave I can't ignore.
Just the tides, no hand from heaven reaches down. Just the tides, to drown the doubt in this small town. I fight the flood, I face the ceaseless rage, and heart finds no release. The low tide pulls the silence near. A brief peace, no shadow, no fear. The high tide swells, I taste the salt. Another fall, it's not my fault.
They all looked away when I called the name. They left the wick, but they stole the flame. So I let the ocean rule my being, from crushing pain to bittersweet.
But I know the rhythm, I've learned the dance. The ebb must turn for a second chance. Just the tides, no hand from heaven reaches down. Just the tides, to drown the doubt in this small town. I fight the flood, I face the ceaseless rage, and heart finds no release from the empty shore. To the wave, just the tides. From the empty shore to the wave.
Through the darkest times, there was Benny, my Labrador. He always knows when I'm hurting. He never leaves my side. His comfort is
was spinning fast. Felt like a wreckage built to never last. Then you showed up, a tiny Labrador. Didn't know then what I was fighting for. Then the day came when Suzanne packed her bags and left, leaving my spirit completely bereft. Every promise we made turned to dust on the floor. I couldn't see who I was anymore. The silence in the kitchen was a deafening sound. I was a ghost in this house, nowhere to be found. But you didn't judge, and you didn't walk away. You stayed in the shadows where I used to pray when I couldn't get up. When the world turned to black, you put your head on my lap, bringing me back. A little chaos, yeah, I couldn't deny. But your brown eyes, they look straight through the fear, whispering, hold on, darling, I am here. My little ray of sunshine, my rock in the stormy tide. You're the reason I kept going, nowhere left to hide. Benny and Ilvi, yeah, we are one, can't be apart. You saved my soul and anchored my beating heart. Then came the shadows, the screech of the wheels, the kind of terror that nobody heals. You were broken, Benny, lost in the grave. I thought the heavens might take you away. Two angels were there in the dust and the cold, their shimmering hands, a story untold. One for me, one for you, keeping us whole. But watching you suffer, it tore at my soul. I gave you my strength just to see you stand tall. 'Cause without you, Benny, I got nothing at all. I was your shadow when you couldn't walk. I was your voice when we didn't talk. And seeing you healthy, seeing you run, it's the greatest victory I've ever won. I saved you then, but you saved me every day. You pulled me through the dark when she walked away. My anchor, my life, Benny, my little ray of sunshine. On our final trip, Suzanne and I picked a star, a place where we could meet even when we were worlds apart. It helped me heal. She will always have a place in my heart. Suzanne, do you remember our star? It's been years, but I still look up every night. This is for you. We met in the halls where the school bell would ring, just two teenage girls not knowing a thing. From secrets and laughter a friendship grew strong, but I knew in my heart it was love all along. Through thick and through thin, inseparable days. Suzanne, oh Suzanne, I was lost in your gaze. We hid in the shadows, afraid of the light, then stood tall together and gave up the fight. We told all our families, we told all our friends, but the silence was cold. Would the hurt ever end? We weathered the storm and the judgment they cast, holding on tight, hoping our love would last. So I look up tonight to the velvet blue, to find our star, the one chosen by you, the one chosen by you. I send you a kiss across the deep sea. Though you are far, you are right here with me. I speak to the light, send a whisper so far. Good night, my love, I'll meet you on our star. But life shifts like sand and a man came your way, a roller coaster ride, turning night into day. You couldn't decide, oh the tears that we cried, a drama of hearts leaving nowhere to hide. You chosen the marriage, the house and the child, leaving for the States to a life less wild. Just 20 years old, but our love wasn't done. One last long journey beneath the Spanish sun, 1,000 kilometers through dust and through pain, walking the Camino through wind and through rain, to Finisterre's cliffs, where the land meets the sea, at the end of the world, just you and just me. So I look up tonight to the velvet blue, to find our star, the one chosen by you, our guiding light. I send you a kiss across the deep sea. Though you are far, you are right here with me. I speak to the light, send a whisper so far. Good night, my love, I'll meet you on our star. Ilvi and Suzanne, a bond without end, my lover, my soulmate, my very best friend. Deep in our hearts, yeah, the fire still burns, until the day when the silence returns. In death or in life, we will meet once again, united forever, beyond time and pain. Same time tomorrow, I lift up my head, sending my love to the words unsaid. Good night, Suzanne.
I never thought this was possible, but I know it now. A virtual Anonymous connection turned into something so real and intense, two hearts finding each other online and finally merging in the real world.
Two years since Suzanne had to leave, a wandering spirit, unable to believe. I tried to move on, but the feeling stayed true, lost in the longing, always for you. So I logged in online, behind a disguise, hoping to find you through somebody's eyes. Found the concert in the park, a romantic escape, where my sorrow could finally take shape. Be a light in a desolate space, with your smiling avatar and your endless grace. Am I allowed to love an angel I see? Your love is a gift you and Moan's design, a safe harbor for this lost heart of mine. This three-way affection, it's strange but it's sweet. My life is whole now, my journey complete. We met in the park, our connection grew deep, secrets we shared and promises to keep. I found a true soul and a friend in your wife. Moan's spirit is strong, the foundation of life. You were so honest, your love for her bright, but you never hid that I also felt right. You said Moan is my anchor, the center of all, but a second kind of love answered my call. Then one day you spoke, your voice was so low. My account is expiring, I'm watching it go. You're marrying Moan, your digital world's done. My heart stopped beating, my darkness had won. I plunged into chaos, a self-destructive phase, lost in a horrible, venomous haze. Escaping the pain. Radiating light, and your offer so generous, my greatest defense. To live in your home, to find common sense. I took the last step into your love and care. A new life, a family, a prayer answered there. Oh, be a light in a desolate space, with your smiling avatar and your endless grace. Am I allowed to love an angel I see? Oh, your love is a gift you and Moan's design, a safe harbor for this lost heart of mine. This three-way affection, it's strange but it's sweet. My life is whole now, my journey complete. Before the warm fireplace, our laptops are set. The concert in the park, we never forget. I thank you, my angels, for this incredible thing. The happiness your beautiful kindness can bring. And still I wonder when I look at you and say,
What does this do to my heart? Does the old love have to fade? Have you ever wondered, can you love more than one person? Does love divide? Or can you give your whole self to each one? I found my answer.
The embers of a distant fire still glow within my chest, a sacred space of memory where a first love came to rest. I used to think that chamber was the only one I owned, that a heart could only hold the seeds that were already sowed. But now a different light is rising, soft and yet so strong. An angel's hand is reaching out where I feel I belong. Is there a limit to the warmth, a border to the flame? Or is the power of the soul beyond a single name? The heavy weight of silence is the price I will not pay. I'm breathing in the courage to find a better way to speak. The truth is terrifying, the fear of losing all, but staying in the dark is just another way to fall. My heart is not a vessel that can ever be too full. It's an endless growing ocean with a deep and steady pull. The more I love, the more it grows, expanding like the sky. With a heart without borders, I'm learning how to fly. Yes, the heart without borders, I'm learning how to fly. Cherish every shadow of the path I walked before. That first great love is part of me, forever of my core. But this new love is not a thief, she takes no light away. She's the color of the morning at the breaking of the day. Is it divided? No, it's wide. It's deeper than the blue. By being honest with myself, I'm finally being true. The world may try to cage it, to tell me what is right, but I will keep my spirit open in the middle of the light. My heart is not a vessel that can ever be too full. It's an endless growing ocean with a deep and steady pull. The more I love, the more it grows, expanding like the sky. With a heart without borders, I'm learning how to fly. Yes, a heart without borders, I'm learning how to fly. I am breaking every boundary, I am tearing down the gate. To love them both is not a sin, it's a gift of fate. I'll stand within my honesty, With the deep and steady pull, the more I love, the more it grows, expanding like the sky, with a heart without borders. I'm learning how to fly. No borders, no end, just love.
Thank you so much for listening. Please, let me know how these songs touched you. I'd love to hear your feedback.